well, your software actually
Yeah.
has been a great response to that because of the ability to interconnect our referrals to the agencies. That is what is super exciting for us, because if I'm in the community and I'm educating, and then a family comes up to me at an event and I'm telling them about our pantry,
Mm-hmm.
um, giving them a brochure and saying like, call me tomorrow and we'll schedule a time for you to come in, is a
Mm-hmm.
lot different than me being able to hop right on my phone and schedule them through the software through Plan Street. So we've been doing that, like, so and doing an intake or sending
Mm-hmm.
them the link to the intake. So one of the things we find is that folks are a little bit shy. They have anxiety to make that call, like to
Mm-hmm.
ask for help. But if it's a link online where they just kind of fill in their information and it comes to me through an email, and then I reach out to you and say, okay, got your information and we got you set up. It tampers that anxiety for them a little bit more. So
Yeah.
that's so exciting, so that we are able to just get people to services directly, like right then and there, using like our smartphone, just to
Mm-hmm.
get like right in the community. And then if it's a referral to get SNAP benefits, I can make that referral right there at the community.
Wow.
That's been fantastic because we're just doing it instantly and not waiting to come back to the office to do it. And that just makes it a lot easier. Yeah.
So, so with these challenges, is there anything you wish, if there were like maybe some new innovative ways to overcome some of these challenges besides what you've already been trying? Is there like, is there something you've been brainstorming, like if you could do this, this might help? Or
Yeah. Well, one thing is that we were talking about an app, trying to utilize an app that would make it easier, because, everyone kind of gets app crazy at times.
uh-huh.
And there's an app for that, right? But we've been talking about that because we do have a resource manual, a resource guide. And right now we print it, or we can put it on we share it, and you can PDF, like download it and print it or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But there's technology out there, but it's just getting us to that level, I guess, because we're smaller and we're trying to grow. But to make it more interactive, and then it's something on an app, say that, you pull up and you can get to that. You're looking for something and you pull it up. Okay, I need to go to the pantry. I click on it and it would take me directly to,
Mm-hmm.
that intake from the software, and they just
Okay.
fill that out and they schedule themselves a visit. That's something that I think would be helpful for us, and we just haven't gotten there yet. I don't know if it's innovative because it exists and we are creating it,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
linking it to us would be great. Like being able to have that. Because a lot of the community members that do have that anxiety, or we're in a generation where everything's on your phone and less talking on the phone and
Mm-hmm.
everything. I feel like we would get a new population to be interested in our services, because they could just do it, link themselves to it on there.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
yeah. And I think just getting out there, I mean, there's events in the community. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is for that, because I think we offer programs and we have events, and we feel like we have a good idea, and then
Mm-hmm.
getting the attendance is hard. We struggled with it before the pandemic. We struggled with it a lot, obviously, during the pandemic, and then now we're still struggling to get the folks to come back in person, and even just like to have them understand like the benefits of the program.
Maybe things like TikTok and Instagram might be it just might be, and I know it's new, but those seem to be like what people are going after now. It just seems to grab people's attention if you can get the right like message out there that
Yeah.
catches their attention. So then I know that takes a little bit of thinking, but
We started a TikTok committee. So we do have a TikTok account, and we have been trying to do TikToks. I made everybody do the Thriller dance. We learned the Thriller dance
mm-hmm.
for Halloween, to try to to do that kind of, to get on the radar of the
Maybe you
younger
could try that
population.
Wednesday dance next.
Yeah, oh golly,
That's
I
another
know.
one that's going around.
It,
And that might be some silly, fun way to get people to know that you guys exist, because once they start seeing that, that tens of thousands of people that goes viral, you might have people in
yes,
California that learn about you, even if that's any exposure still helps. So
it's true. It's true. And so I hear that you're going to volunteer to do that with us. Is
yeah,
that?
no, actually, no, we're cool with that. If you really want to do something like that, we can we'd be happy to help out.
Oh my
We've
golly,
helped out,
that would
yeah.
be
So
fantastic.
you know, hey, everyone helps in the community. So that's kind of like that's it's not just it shouldn't just be a job. It should be about trying to see what you could do to make a difference.
Yes. Well, thank you.
So
It's so, we have so many programs, and we have statements of work and things that we have to do,
hmm
right? But then
yeah,
that engagement piece it's its own
oh
subsection
yeah,
of a lot of time and effort needs to go into that. And I am so I'm blessed that I have folks on my team that are much more knowledgeable in
hmm
all of that than I am. But I think of other agencies that maybe don't have that ability to end the time to put
yeah,
into that, because my goodness, yeah, just like shooting a video and editing it and making doing all of those connections, it takes a lot of time.
oh
It's a
yeah,
lot of
it
time and
does.
effort into it. And yeah, but yeah, that I mean, that is the wave of the. I mean, we're here, we're in it, and
hmm
that is the way it's going to be.
Exactly. I was gonna say, so I mean, I know you've touched on Plant Street a little bit. Like, what other specific things has our software helped you with anything that was a pain point before, but now it's been an improvement.
Well, it has definitely helped us with our pantry. So we have always had one pantry, but we expanded and now have three sites, so three
Oh
separate
wow.
pantries, three separate. They each have their own days and hours, and it's a lot, but we have been able to use the scheduling piece because we have Google a Gmail that we use,
hmm
calendar and everything company wide. And so it links so easily. And we were able to just get right into that scheduler. And we have a system where we just have one intake. Someone can call and schedule, and then she's able to put them in, and they get a notification that says they're coming.
hmm
And then once again, we can send them that link, like to some families. Some families it works, some families it doesn't. But to send them the link to say, here, go ahead and get your intake
hmm
done, and it'll be in the system. So when you show up, we already have all of your information. We're not holding you there, asking you a bunch of questions or
Yep.
anything, and you're just able to get your pantry items and go. And it's just so easy. And then also gives our case managers a little bit of time because you're able to identify your primary needs,
hmm
which is wonderful again because we were able to make our own form. We formatted what we wanted as
hmm
our own assessment. So easy. You guys just like made it for us. And I can say, oh yeah, add this on there. And it happens so quickly. And so all of the questions that we need, you prioritize, what your need is. And then the case manager has a little bit of time to kind of see that ahead and
hmm
have, resource information ready for you. So when you come in, everybody's always got somewhere to be, but we can
Oh
say,
yeah.
here, we already know that you're in need of this. And so here's your food pantry items, and here's also some resources to help you with what you identified. That's been so easy because before we were scheduling and then we had just running back and forth, really a lot of it. Like someone would come in and then we'd have to have that conversation right there. And then we're trying to go and find we have a brochure on that, or I have a resource
hmm
for you, but let me find it. And just, this is just so much easier. It's been so wonderful. And then also
hmm
the inventory piece for the pantry is beautiful because we have two different systems that we've been using and it flows
Okay.
perfectly. So two of our pantries use it where you're just kind of, we use the government My Plate. So we're going off of nutrition and it's
hmm
the size of family. And so you get this, and this, so many proteins, so many vegetables, and the bags are pre-made. But our other pantry is doing a client's choice pantry. And so they're coming in and they're shopping really. So we have it all set up and it's kind of you get points depending on how many folks are in your family. And then you get to see, so, all of these canned goods are 1 point, and you can
Okay.
get whatever you want. But it's been great because there's like that QR code linkage for the pantry for us to do inventory. So we've got a little tablet, and as you're shopping, you can kind of scan that QR code, and it will link up. So I know instantly, how much I have inventory wise. It's been a blessing because we have, like I said, stocking 3 full pantries weekly.
Mm-hmm.
That can be a lot, and so
Yeah,
that
that's a lot.
cuts down on like can counting and everything like that. So it's been great.
Definitely, and it's easiest to check your inventory afterwards.
Yeah, because I mean that's just, once again, we're just saving time, and saving that time is more time that we can spend on doing the work in the community, directly.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah.
Any other, I mean, besides all of this, is any other messages you want to just get out there about your organization? Anything on the top of your head about anything about what you guys are doing?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think of any good cookie cutter message, but we're not the only ones. So like in the state of West Virginia, FRNs are statewide.
How
They're
many
pretty
are there in
much,
the state?
we have 55 counties, and I don't know. There's 46, I think, FRNs. You can
So
probably
almost once every county.
Yes, so like for us,
Almost.
because there's some counties that are more rural, so
Okay.
they only have, like, they might only have one FRN that holds like 4 different counties, say, because the population's less. For us, we have 2. We have Brooke and Hancock. But we're here and we're doing different work, but for the most part, it's the same, and just trying to make life better for the individuals in their community, whatever that may be, whatever program, whatever we need to do for that. And it's been something that the state has been they put their money in it for years. The FRN here, we've been around for over 25 years, and just trying and growing and seeing the need and meeting that as much as we can. And I think that the help is there. I don't want folks to think that, you're living in a silo. I think the pandemic made that scary. It seemed like we were just each person an island living alone, and, you had to do stuff for yourself all the time, or figure it out, through technology. But there's organizations out there that are doing the work and wanting to help. And it's not a judgment. There's absolutely no judgment in asking for help.